and welcome to your Humber News Update. I'm Marielle Torrey-Franca coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Here's what we're working on at this hour. Former Conservative MP Dean Del Mastro has resigned and will no longer sit on the House of Commons. Del Mastro's resignation is effective immediately.
Mr. Speaker, with appreciation and with humility and gratitude, that I tender my resignation effective immediately in this House.
Del Mastro was convicted last week of exceeding campaign spending limits in 2008 and submitted a falsified document to cover it up. He was overwhelmed with emotion during his resignation speech yesterday.
Sorry, Mom. I told you I wouldn't do this.
Del Mastro denies breaking election laws and plans to fight the conviction. He will get to keep his MP pension, which he can start collecting at the age of 55. More reports of sexual harassment are emerging in the wake of the recent scandals in Ottawa. A political pundit has admitted on air that he was sexually harassed by male MPs when he worked on Parliament Hill as a young staffer. This comes on the heels of the suspension of 2 Liberal MPs yesterday over allegations made by female NDP members of Parliament. Sexual harassment has become a national issue after CBC radio host Jian Ghomeshi was fired over allegations of alleged assault. More than 24 people are in hospital after a tour bus crash in New York. The Trailways bus was making its way from Toronto to New York City before it collided with a car and tractor trailer overnight near Syracuse. The driver of the car is facing an impaired driving charge. It is not yet known if any of the passengers are Canadian. An AC/DC band member is facing charges in a murder plot. Australian drummer Phil Rudd has been charged in New Zealand with attempting to procure murder, which carries a maximum prison sentence of 10 years. Rudd showed up to his court hearing today wearing no shoes and not saying a word. According to court documents, Rudd allegedly hired a hitman to kill 2 people. Rudd was also charged with threatening to kill, possession of marijuana, and methamphetamine. Back at home, Humber is celebrating Aboriginal Week. We'll have a story from the powwow live from the North Campus at 2. In the world of sports, Raptors win over Boston, Habs get a shootout win in Buffalo, and the Ray Rice suspension appeal begins. Turning to weather, it's currently 10 degrees out with cloud cover for most of the day, hitting a low of 5 degrees with 20% chance of rain. We'll have details of all these stories and more coming up in our 2 o'clock newscast, but for now, we leave you with this. Time is running out to snatch the most expensive watch in the world. For an estimated 17 million Canadian dollars, the Henry Graves Super Complication watch will be sold at an auction next week. The 18-karat open-face watch not only tells time, it has 24 mechanical features which include a calendar, moon phases, and the ability to account for leap years. The watch was made by famous Swiss watchmaker Henry Graves. It took 8 years to design and produce this super complicated gadget. That's your 12 o'clock update. We'll be back with more Humber News at 2.